and welcome to our YouTube channel. This is Discover Africa TV. My name is Miss Kibaki.
And I am Prince Kid.
Today we are going to start with our dowry series. We are going to take you through the Kikuyu traditions and beliefs in the dowry, what is required of a groom to undertake the dowry process from the beginning to the end.
Yes, of course, as we said earlier on the previous video on intro, or as we were launching, we said marriage and dowry is one of the essential points and steps in life man to acquire a wife. So we are going to start from Kikuyu, that is from central part of Kenya. And actually, for those people who doesn't know where Kenya is in Africa. It's in Africa continent, and of course it neighbors Indian Ocean and some other great nations: Tanzania, Uganda, Ethiopia, and Sudan. So we are from central part of Kenya, known as Mount Kenya, where the Kikuyus or their trade nation lives, and that is where we shall begin this journey. We shall be talking about dowry. So in regard to dowry, we are going to venture in what is expected of a man to do. So what do you think is the first point?
Definitely the first point is to identify a beautiful girl.
I like the way you are putting it, a beautiful girl.
She has to be very beautiful. If she's from Central, definitely.
Yes.
Like Your Highness here.
But just before we go, is it true that the trade nation or the beautiful girls from our nation like Gardufu?
Of course.
Gardufu.
Which is soup. We like a lot of soup, and we make the most delicious soup you can ever imagine.
But you know, someone said that you people discovered porridge when you're trying to soup ugari. And for those who doesn't know ugari what it is, just Google. And you also discovered the pancake as you tried to soup up chapati. You know, I really don't know the basics of that, but they said so.
He's speaking as if he's not part of us.
I'm part of us, but you know, I'm a man, so I'm asking a lady to at least elaborate.
Oh, okay.
You people are the ones that do these things.
Yeah, us, we want soup in literally anything and everything.
Thank you.
But one thing we need to point out that Kenya, in Africa, Kenya has the best food.
It leads in delicacy. I don't know.
Yeah, it does. We have the best food.
We have the best food.
Yeah.
So we are lucky to be Kenyans.
We are.
After you identify a beautiful girl, there then goes another point in life where you have to go and visit their parent or her parent, so that they get to learn about whatever is growing in between you two. So you visit casually to their home until the lady is comfortable to share with their parent or her parent about who you are and what point makes you keep on visiting their boma.
Actually, the first visit to the girl's home is very important for you to be able to actually know whether you are related or not, or you have like an association of clans, because in Kikuyu tribe we have 9 clans.
Yes.
Yeah, and for you to get married, you have to confirm whether you are from the same clan, because if you are from the same clan, then it cannot be possible for you to get married.
That means in Kikuyu land we do not entertain incest of whatever case, and therefore visiting the parent from both sides. You know, at some point people intermarry, and then you get to find that you have found a beautiful man, a handsome man or a beautiful lady that is a far cousin of yours. So when maybe let's say for instance, when I find her and then I visit her home, could be that their parents do not know, but when she visits us from my side, then my mother or my father notices this face is familiar to us. This face kuna ka bloodline, you know. So visiting both sides of the parent helps you to fight incest and helps you understand that this person is purely out of your bloodline.
Also, I'll correct you. It does not concern looks. It's not about the looks. It's about the name.
The naming.
Yeah, the name.
But of course,
you have like grandparents. You follow the name. You do a background check using the names. Yeah, the names of the family names.
But you see, by virtue of genes, you find you are so close. Your face is so close to related persons or relatives. And you find kuna kamshikamano mahali. I will give you a story on such a case that happened, and it was solved out by a look. The mother just looked at that girl and asked her, "Are you Fulani wa Fulani?" By simply looking at her. Kwanza wa mama, I fear you.
So okay, for those of you now who are from a different continent, who cannot have any kind of association, the first visit is actually important for you to, like, you know their home, know where she comes from, basically that. No, for you, you'll not be related, definitely. You'll just be going to know their home.
Yes, and of course you are going to be learning what they believe in, because different people, different families have their own beliefs and how they conduct their issues. So the visit to that place, to that home, then gives you a privilege of learning all these things before you get to serious business like Rurasho, which is dowry. So visiting prior to, is it prior? I'm a prior.
It's
whichever.
prior.
It depends with whoever taught you English. helps you learn all these things before you get to dowry negotiations, which follows shortly after you visit the home.
Okay, and so the first step will be after now you've known her home, where she comes from, you now go to something that is called kohadaidege. It's like putting a sign. If I interpret it in English, is putting a sign. And when you put a sign is now when the lady is declared yours.
Yes, in short, kohadaidege means you go and the girl is now marked. She cannot, nobody else can come after her hand in marriage. So you must go and you pay a certain price, just a little one, just to make that lady now officially designated to you prior to you making the dowry payment. That is very much important, because that is where now you start having signs of owning that lady. Otherwise, you visiting their parents, running their businesses, doesn't guarantee you her as a wife to you.
And so the small price for the putting the sign is a virgin goat. Did you know that? It's a virgin goat and a male sheep. It's called the Bori Naharika in Kikuyu. Mwate Naharika, yes. And then?
And then when you give those, then the parent from the lady's side help you by letting you know what they expect of you as you come to Rurasho. As you come to delivery payment, they give you that small list on what they expect from you, because at that particular day you come, that is when they will tell you this and this is what we want, this and this is what we want. Actually, when you go to kohadaidege or going to mark the lady, that is when they give you a date on when you should come for Rurasho. That is, if you are ready, because some are not ready, they come, they do it, and then they go. They take longer, as longest as they want, but some are normally ready. So when they come, they are ready to run with it. So when they give you the list, then you plan the date and you plan the occasion itself.
And so now once you like bring in the virgin goat and the male sheep, you now plan. Okay, we forgot to say there's a committee that is going to do like a negotiation. You'll have a spokesperson from the girl side and a spokesperson from the groom's side, and then now you'll now plan on now it's officially, now you'll start the process of the dowry. So after you give the virgin goat and the sheep, you now set a date to come and start the dowry officially.
Yes. So during the dowry, now this is where now the ukoko unarika maua.
What is that?
That, I mean, during when the dowry comes in, now this is where the seriousness of the business now starts showing itself or manifesting, because this is at the point where the price tag of the lady you want is going to be named.
Yeah.
And that doesn't come just easily. She said that you have a small committee from the bride and the groom's family that negotiate. But basically, the truth of the matter is the committee, or actually it's a family issue that comes from the lady's side. You, for the man, you just come with your people and you listen in what they have to give you for you to offer. you know. So the uncle or maybe a man from the village who understands the basics of a Kikuyu setup will come with all that, and during that particular day, it's when they are going to name the tag, the price. I mean.
And on that tag that Prince Kid has mentioned, it depends on the amount of goats or sheep that was taken to the mother's side.
Yes.
So if the daughter of if the mother of the bride was bought with one goat, that's the goat that will be brought to the girls. And if the father of the bride did not take dowry to the mother's home, whatever this groom is going to bring to that home will be taken to the grandfather of the bride.
Just before we get to that point, Miss Kibaki, let's make them understand that the price that the mother had is not necessarily taken as easily as she framed it. If she was bought at one goat, that goat will be bought or will be given in accordance to the current price of a goat. You understand? So that means if the goat that the mother was bought by was worth 100 shillings, then what is the value of a goat today?
Yes,
Let's say 10,000.
Yeah.
That means it's one goat but with different value of money in accordance to the time.
Oh yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So do not go saying, oh, they said
they said it's one goat and so we are going to take.
Yes, another thing that would be very much important to you to notice that you should discover or you should learn if the mother is officially paid for the dowry, because you may be unfortunate enough to get a girl who has no parent, who is an orphan, and maybe her parent or her mother, the dowry was still hanging, was not complete. It's very important for you to learn that, so that you can resolve that by the help of the uncles if they are there at all, and maybe understand some basics, because the foundation of the whole setting of a marriage will now be laid at that point, because there are curses that are very, very vital and vibrant in our traditions that works across the generations once you skip a single step. So that point is very essential. Learn if the mother has gone through the process, because if she has not, then you must make sure you are not forcing them to do it, but make sure they learn, you understand that. And if they receive the dowry now, they should make it clear to you that it's no longer upon your wife or the lady to carry the cross of the dowry. You understand? Because the mother, they should not receive the dowry if at all the mother was not bought.
That's for sure. And now on this day, this set date that the committee sets, there are those things that will be brought for the men and for the women. There are different gifts that are given to the women and those that are given to the men. Flight mode. So, like on this day, there are different gifts for men and different gifts for. On this day, there are different gifts for women and different gifts for men. For example, the women are given
lesos,
kangas, and soda,
and some sodas.
Soft drinks, because they cannot take alcohol. It's like named the women's beer, but it's soft drinks because the women cannot take alcohol. The men are given fattened ram, a heifer, a tank, etc., just to mention a few. Also beer for men, a traditional brew.
Yes, it's known as moratina.
Yes.
And at that point, it's good to also elaborate that the gifting also differs from family to family according to their beliefs. There are those families where women take alcohol at their home. Alcohol is accepted, because even the alcohol that men are given at some families, it's converted to either money or something else.
Sure.
Because the family doesn't recognize beer, or they are Christian, just because of denominations, that is in religion matters. So it's all about the family and what they believe in. However, the gifts are a must.
Yeah, they're a must. And also, side note to note is the animals that we are mentioning nowadays, most of them are not taken as, you know, like walking on fours, like
Yes.
real animals. They are mentioned in money.
Yes,
in
they are
money
converted
form.
into cash.
Yeah.
So if you are from Arabs, you are from US, you are from Asia, India, and wherever else, actually Indians. Because the Indians, we have a lot of stories about you. We need to have a
Really?
meeting. Yeah, we need to have a meeting with Indians.
Indians.
Because they have to behave. And I'm sorry. So,
Okay, don't bring hate speech here.
so after that, this is when now we get to the juncture where we know if you are going to be permitted to have a marriage or not. Because after this, we go to certain thing we call as Itara. Itara now is the part where the bride's family visit the groom's family. Now that is when the family of the woman you want to marry visit your home just to know where their daughter is going. That this is more or less of familiarization with where their daughter is getting. So it entails not much because it's a normal occasion. People just like you would host a visitor. It happens so it's not detailed. It's just a visit to the guy's family where they go and enjoy some meals and drinks, and that is it.
But it's very important. Don't just like take it lightly because she has to go and be shown like where she'll construct her house. Yeah, she has like, you know, to go with women who are going to advise her on how she'll be able to take care of her homestead. Like, you know, they are going to identify where she'll be having her homestead. But nowadays, now everyone is in, you know, in urban areas. So I don't think it's not important, but it is important.
It is important.
Yeah.
It is just important just for traditional matters, because if skipped, some other predicament may come after that. So it's important. Just do it to avoid the traditional matters issues.
And at this point is now when now you're allowed to have a traditional wedding.
Yes.
You're now permitted, like, you know, you've been granted permission granted.
Yes, permission granted. You can have a traditional wedding. This is now where we have the colorful ceremony coming in, because now the traditional wedding is the whole exposure or the show of the traditions, or the tradition you are going, or the culture you are marrying to. In this case, a Kikuyu. This is where we have the traditional wearing, we have the traditional brew, we have the traditional kind of a slaughter, we have the traditional meals. You know, all this. Actually, we shall be posting, or we shall be having some of those clothes here. We shall be having, yes, photos. We are going to show them here. The likes of Akina Jahe, Mwengo. You know Mwengo?
No.
Mwengo is that cloth you wear as a bride during that traditional wedding.
That's skin.
Yes. But nowadays we don't do skin. We do those colored ones, the brown ones, as Kikuyus. We shall actually, our viewer, we shall be displaying them here. So we shall be having Mwengo. We shall be having. Hey, they are running out of my mind, but we shall have them here in picture form for you, and you shall be writing down on the caption.
I see you can become a chairman of a committee.
I cannot.
Not
unless you want your meeting to go haywire.
So now after the traditional wedding is where we go to like Gurario. Gurario, what do you mean by Gurario? How can you interpret it?
Gurario now here is where we sign in by the bride, you know, because the groom will have to slaughter by his own, you know, not literally uncovering the whole animal, but he is very much instrumental in what point he must be the one who slaughtered that goat or sheep. He must. It's about him. So when that blood now mixes with the soil, once he slaughters,
he cuts the neck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now this is where now the lady knows.
And it's cut in the bride's home, eh?
Yes, actually, you know, the funny bit is people have never understood that the traditional wedding happens in the bride's home. It has never happened to a groom's home.
But both weddings happen in the bride's home.
No.
The white wedding takes
The white wedding happens in the groom's church. No.
Groom's church.
Which means it's the other side now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, point to note that traditional weddings take place in the bride's home, and the white wedding will take place in the groom's church.
Yes. So note that.
Yeah. I think the last part is now Gotinia Kiade.
Gotinia Kiade, that comes way
Cutting
much
the arm.
later.
You didn't interpret Gurario in English?
Gurario in English, I said it's about slaughtering or signature by blood.
Signature by blood.
Yes.
It's like a covenant.
Yes, a covenant.
Yeah.
And that is where I said, when you see that happen, now it's a done deal.
Yeah.
You know, even if that woman at some point in life you disagree and she would just decide to walk out on you or out of your home, even at her death, she can't have a burial place at her. She cannot have a cemetery at her home. She will always be buried at your home.
Cemetery, did you just say cemetery? It's a burial place.
Yes.
Cemetery is like a public.
Yeah, I wanted it to for clarity though.
Yeah.
For clarity.
Okay.
So she will always be buried. And anything that pertains to your children and your wealth, she is now from the traditional part of it, she is regarded as co-owner
of everything,
that you two have. Once the signature by blood is done, it is done, a done deal. And it has taken so many people, or it has taken long for people to understand that at that point, now that guarantees a woman that now that is her home. Even if whatever happens, the wealth, whatever, she is partaker of the things. Many people have been assuming that point and taking the government route or ile ya serikali, like they must use the court procedure to have the woman share or maybe inherit some properties. But for a tradition that is in Kikuyu, once the gurario or signature by blood is done, that woman is entitled to each and every share of whatever you have.
So secure that dollar, secure that house. Once you do the gurario, then half, 50-50.
It's not 50-50, but she is entitled.
Oh, she's entitled.
Yes, if the man takes 3 children, she must have few children on her side. Yes, she is entitled. Actually, she is part of the decision making. You cannot, as a man, you don't have to decide now alone.
She's part of you.
Yes, the decision making now becomes a kind of a pair. You cannot decide on your own. She is part of it.
Okay, thank you so much, Prince Kid. There, I didn't know. So, gurario is the final step. The not gurario, sorry. The gotinia kiade, utaedit out hapo. Gotinia kiade is cutting the arm, whereby the groom goes to the bride's home and slaughters another goat and cuts the arm and roasts the arm and makes sure that he feeds the bride.
And at this point, this is where now the man is regarded a full son of the in-laws.
Yeah.
Now he ceases to be a son-in-law, but now becomes a son. At this point, the in-law part is retained for both parents, but as a son, this is when you can go even and spend a night at your bride's home.
Because you're now
a son. Yes, they don't regard you as an in-law. So you are now a son in that family. So at this point, this is where everything ends. However, due to respect of the parent, it's always, we have something we call murasho motateraga, or what do we say? A person who pays dowry, but how can I frame that?
A person who pays dowry does not,
yes, the dowry is never extinct. It never comes to an end. Yeah. That part remains for the whole of your life.
Yeah.
It remain open.
It's a lifetime thing. So
yes. So it still takes part. So when you go visit them, you maybe have 10,000 or something.
You leave that.
And you leave them with that. Yeah.
So it's not more of, we don't put it like you're buying the bride. It's a friendship.
Yes.
Dowry is not like, a market, give me, give.
Yes.
It's not like you're selling the bride. It's a friendship that you create. So it goes on and on and on. But it's also good to note that there are those people who actually finish paying the dowry.
Yeah, there are people who finish paying the dowry, but remember we said after the man or the groom turns not to be a son, the full son of the family, of the in-law family, let me put it that way, then we still have that part of the dowry payment that will keep on recurring, because once in a while you'll visit them and you'll not leave them empty-handed,
Definitely.
Yes. So whatever you give them is regarded as the dowry. Even after a million years to come, they will receive it and they will always regard it as
Part
a
of the
dowry.
dowry, yeah.
Yes. So that has been it. Or you
Yeah.
have something else to add?
No.
Good.
I hope we've exhausted literally. Okay, not everything. We've not put in some nitty-gritties, but the better part of it we've explained. If you have any questions, don't forget to like comment on the comment section, and we'll be glad to answer your questions.
And of course, if you feel as if we have skipped something, it's as well good to let us know, because this channel is all about us, not me and her, but all of us as a family. So, and if you feel as if you want more details, we maybe write to you, yeah, because we have some things like food, we have not covered them as they should, although we shall be having those pictures running on your screen as we edit this. So maybe in the second part we shall bring you maybe Aurora show ceremony somewhere, God willing,
So, yeah.
so that you are going to be able to relate.
If actually one of our viewers you're having
Aurora show, invite us.
Yeah, invite us.
Let us come and cover
your
yes.
show, yeah.
And of course we are going to give you a good package on camera works, so we are here to sort you out for that, yeah, because we as well do camera works, shooting, live stream, all those we do. So when we are doing this, or when you have it, let us know. We shall have it for our viewers, and also we shall give you a good package on that covering. Yeah,
we are here to like showcase Africa in an amazing way.
Yeah, sure,
because we have a rich culture.
A rich culture, and diversity is so interesting in Africa, and especially Kenya. Actually in Kenya we have, I think now we have 49 tribes.
Yeah, we keep on adding more and more.
Juicy, or the latest one to join was the Shona. Yeah, Shona.
Shona
from Congo or something. Yeah, and they're very interesting people. Actually, they are speaking in Kikuyu, and they were originally not Kikuyus. They are living in the most remote area of Kikuyus. You know, that's funny how they came. I think we shall have a documentary on how the whole journey on how they came to Africa, to Eastern Africa, and to Kenya particularly. So that has been it. Thank you for keeping us here. Thank you for watching, subscribing, and sharing.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our video, and click the notification bell so that every time we do a video and post it, you shall be notified on the same.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Nikaregire kuhoria. Ni gaka kaido gaku.